Welcome to Cooley Crochets. I'm Mrs. Cooley and this is my new channel where I'm going to be doing different lessons and you can follow along. I am no expert, but I'm here to learn with you and have so much fun. Thank you. To start, we're going to want to make a slip knot. And to make a slip knot, I want you to take your 3 fingers on your left hand. First, I want to take you the first 2, pinch the yarn. Now bring the other one in, wrap it around, and then back over, and then around again. Make sure that you're putting this back here, because we're going to want to take this one and slip it through. I'll do that a little bit better. So remember, over, back, over again, this way. Remember, keep it over here. Take this, stick it underneath. That way, oh, mine's a little loose. That way, when you pull it back and through, you're going to take this. Remember, you're still pinching this over here. Take this and then you pull. Now you have your slip knot. We're going to put your hook through. You're going to pinch the knot with your right hand and you're going to tighten it around the crochet hook. Let me show you one more time. Take your hook, put it through, pinch the knot, and you can see how it's around the hook. You're not going to take the one that's already cut off. You're going to take the one that connects to your ball of yarn. You're going to pull, 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 pull until it's tight enough around your hook that it's not just going to slip off. That is how you do your slip knot. Okay, to hold it like this, you want to take your pointer finger and you wrap it around. So it's going to look like this. You're just going to want to hold your hook for right now. Just leave the yarn right there. So once you've wrapped it around your finger, I want you to make sure that the yarn is in your palm, because you're going to use these 3 to grip it for right now. So now it looks like this. Once you've gotten that far, I want you to take this finger and your thumb, pinch the end. This is how you're going to hold your yarn for right now. So it's still wrapped around your finger, and you got this line going that pulls in tension with your hook. But these fingers that are holding this yarn, that's where your tension's going to be. See, as I pull this down, it shrinks. So I get more control of the thread with my needle. Let's work on a chain. So you can either yarn over like this, or I reset. You can yarn under like this. Either way, we're just going to make a chain for right now. What's more comfortable for me is to yarn under, because it has more of a secure grip on the hook. This is what it looks like in the back. This is what it looks like in the front. So you're going to want to pull that through. Make sure to keep your tension. Then you'd have a little loop. And then you're going to push up again, yarn under. So go under the yarn, in between your yarn and your finger. Remember to twist and then pull through. See how I'm going downward with my hook? That is the beginning of our chain. I just chained 2. So each loop is a chain. And we'll get into more terminology as we go through. Now, I want you to try to make a chain. I will say it along with you. Yarn under and pull through. Yarn under, pull through, under, pulls through. Now that we have 3, that is our small chain. I want you to keep going until you get to 10. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So see how I adjusted my fingers when I got too long? Because if I kept it down here, these would have gotten way too loose. So sometimes I stop, move up my fingers, make sure I'm keeping the tension in my hook and in my hand. Now you've made a small chain. Like I said in the beginning, this lesson is going to be making a sweater. I looked more into it and it's called a shrug. We're going to be making a little cropped sweater or shrug. So right now, I want you to measure on yourself between the distance of your collarbones. That is going to be our opening that we're going to chain right here. It is okay if you do not have a ruler or fabric ruler. If you want to start chaining, like making your chain, and then measure yourself with it, I can do that as a demonstration as well. That is what I will be doing. So for right now, let's chain 40 and then go from there. If it is too big, we'll take some out. If it's too short, we'll add some. Okay, now that we've chained our 40, let's measure it. So on myself, it is not long enough. You want it to go all the way around and connect back. If you also want it longer, like off the shoulder, you're gonna wanna go from shoulder to shoulder, not collarbone to collarbone. So for right now, I made it a little too long collarbone to collarbone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hook out and I'm just gonna pull this a little bit so it takes out some stitches. So now that we have 40, I'm gonna go 39, 38, 37, 36. And right there, I'm gonna pinch this so it doesn't go anywhere. Take my end, measure it to collarbone. It's still a little big, so I'm gonna keep going down. 35, 34, 33. Move it down. 32, 31, 30. Now I'm gonna try again. That is much better. So now that from collarbone to collarbone, I'm 30, I'm gonna do that one more time. So I'll have 60 chains and then we'll come back. Now that we've chained 60, I'm gonna measure up myself. Go this way. So it connects, but it is still tighter than I want it to be. So since I want it looser, I'm gonna add more chains. Let's chain 15 more and then come back. After I chained 15, I measured it on myself again and it was still too tight. So I chained 5 more. Sorry, 10 more, and it felt perfect. So this is what it looks like on me now. So I connected to the end. It's snug like I wanted it to be. I mean loose. So from here, we're gonna go to the end of our chain. Okay, now that I've chained 85, I'm gonna go back all the way down to where I began. I'm gonna go in that first little loop. So while keeping my yarn on this hook, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna stick it in that first stitch. So that's what it should look like. I'll show it to you one more time. So see, this is where we begin. This is our first stitch. Take my hook. Gonna kind of push it in there. And then it should look like you have 2. Now I want you to grab your yarn again. This time I'm gonna hold on to where I began. Kind of keep control of that first stitch. Yarn under, then pull through the first stitch and that second stitch. There we go. And that is where we're going to stop for now. That is part 1 of how to make a shrug, or even an opening to your sweater.